Hello, and welcome to the Medicare CMS 1500 form completion. Now, compared to your basic and your private payers, there is numerous changes with the CMS 15 form completion for Medicare. Make sure you have your scenario, and if you need, you have your step-by-step instructions printed out so you can follow along. Now, the first change is going to be within Block 1. Whereas with the private payers, you have the choice of group health plan or other. With Medicare, we are simply going to mark it Medicare. The patient's name and information is going to be the same. So we would type their information in here. Remember, if you can use a comma, but other than that, no punctuation. We're going to put the patient's date of birth in Block 3. Okay, and then mark if they're male or female. Now, we're going to move over to Block 1A. With this is where we will be putting the Medicare identification number. This will be located on the Medicare card. Typically, if it is their self-insurance, so if it's their own Medicare, it's going to be their Social Security number plus the letter A at the end. If it is their spouse's, it'll have letter B, and if it is a deceased spouse, it'll be letter D. Once again, you are going to put the insured's name. So if this is self, then we would put their information here as well. Make sure to not do what I just did. Last name first. Okay. Now, going down to Block 5, this is where we will put that patient's information. Okay. So we will put their address. Make sure to spell it out completely. We can use that 2-digit abbreviation for the state and that 9-digit zip code if necessary for the zip code. You can put that hyphen in. However, for the phone number, make sure to not include any punctuation. Okay. Now, one of the big differences with Medicare is Block 7. We do not need to fill in unless it is somebody else. With this being a self, we leave it blank. Block 8, we will leave blank. Block 9, we will leave this blank if Medicare is the only insurance. Otherwise, we would put the additional information for the policy in there. Block 10, once again, we will always fill in. So yes, if it's related to employment, auto accident, or other accident, otherwise we are marking no. Block 11, we would put a group number or a FICA number. However, with Medicare, this is not required. Now, Block 11A, this is where we will put that insured's date of birth. With this being their own insurance, we would just type the information in again, and we would mark whether they're male or female. Block 11B, we would leave blank, and then in Block C, we would type Medicare. If there is another insurance, we would mark yes in Block D, and then make sure to fill out Block 9. Otherwise, we are going to mark no. We can type signature on file in Block 12, as long as we have that paperwork on file. Make sure to put the date. Now, the other difference with this is we do not need to fill in Block 13. Okay, one of the acceptances with being on Medicare is that you automatically accept assign the benefits. They automatically will bill on their behalf if they're a participating provider. So that makes our job a little bit easier. So the big things to note are Block 1, that we mark Medicare. Block 7, we are going to leave blank. And then Block 13, we are going to leave blank. Next up will be Blocks 14 through 33 of Medicare.